today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Carolina Panthers.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Herbert going to go to the air right away. And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Inside the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Herbert Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Herbert over the middle. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Dances by him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 22 carries, 120 yards even.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They'll try and throw for it here. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert now. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Herbert. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That caught by Tremble. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Well, you hate that defensively. They had it pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Niners at 10-1 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw here. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards on the play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the balls are...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now it's Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Second and 1. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so try to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go. Black 40. Blue striker. I'm coming after you.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Black shot.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. Let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
Second and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Go. 60 red. 60 red. White. White.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hey, watch 85. Watch 85.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw now on first down.
Got a man, that's IU.
That's good, the completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game,
then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They run again with Hines. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
This is Hines. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, 34 yards. And the 49ers are pouring it on. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard.
Reminders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will cut this lead down to 25. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. The 30.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Hines. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Nyheim Hines taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 45 on second down, Herbert, a throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Herbert throwing again. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll drop to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw again. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Herbert. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
This pass caught by Hamler. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So the victory here for San Francisco. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Niners, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.